Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about series and parallel circuits. Series versus parallel. So basically if you have a series circuit, the equivalent resistance will be the addition of R1 plus R2 plus Rn, depending on how many resistors you have. If you have a parallel circuit with two resistors, then you can simply do R1 parallel R2 will equal R1 times R2 divided by R1 plus R2. It's a parallel circuit. This is a series circuit. This is a parallel circuit with two resistors. If you have a parallel circuit with greater than two resistors, the formula is resistance Rp would equal 1 divided by 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over Rn, depending on how many resistors you have. That's the difference between series and parallel. I'll show you guys a few examples. I'm going to draw a series circuit with a 15 volt battery. Here we have R1, R2, R3, and R equivalent will simply be R1 plus R2 plus R3. And that is because the current is all going in one direction. So this is a series circuit, which is simply, you can redraw it as R equivalent. This is a series, and then we need to now have a parallel. Let's try the parallel with a 20 volt. Keep it simple, I'll just have two resistors, R1 and R2, but if there's a third resistor, I would have to use the other formula I mentioned previously. So you can just go R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R1 times R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Redraw the circuit as plus minus 20 volt. Equivalent. It's a parallel circuit. Okay guys, we have another circuit. A little bit more complicated here. We'll give this one an R1 value of 5 ohms. R2 is also 10 ohms. R3, 4 ohms. And R4 can be 1 ohm. So let's go ahead and do this. R equivalent right there is going to be 10 plus 4. It's going to be 14 there. Redraw the circuit. You have the 15 ohm here, R1. Now we have, let's say R2 is the 14 ohm, equivalent we just found. And here we have 1 ohm, we'll say R3 is 1 ohm. And then we see these two in parallel. Once we do these two in parallel, we can connect it in series with the 15 ohm. We always want to start inward from our voltage source. So these two are in parallel. R2 in parallel with R3 will simply, since it's only two resistors, we can use this formula. 14 times 1 divided by 14 plus 1, 14 by 15. I'll just leave it as 14 by 15 ohms. So now I can redraw this circuit as 25 plus minus. Notice that's just series connection. 415 ohm here and 14 by 15 ohm here. So R equivalence will simply be 15 plus 14 by 15. Point 15.93 repeating ohms, and the final circuit drawn will be simply 15.393 ohms and 25 volts. We have a current of I equals V by R equals 25 by 15.93. 1.57 amps. And that's how you would solve this circuit.